Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is my 2002 CR80, which ran out of spark. And this is my 1991 Honda TRX 250X, which the chain keeps blowing off. So hopefully I don't need a new carrier, but that might be a possibility. In this video, hopefully we can figure out what the problem is with each machine and not have to work on my square body for another week in a row. The problems with the CR started last night when I was trying to ride this with a friend, and I was waiting for him and it shut off. I tried to start it, thought I found a plug, but I guess not, because it doesn't have spark at all anymore. At least the old spark plug doesn't. So I have some new ones here. We're gonna test it out, and if that works, then we solved our problem. So I cleaned up the plug last night and I put it back in and it still didn't start, and we ran out of spark. So we're gonna throw a new one of these in the boot and we're gonna kick it over a couple times to see if that solves our issue. A little faster. Okay, it's got spark. We got the new plug in, tested it for spark. It has some, so we're gonna throw this in, or fire it up and see if it runs. Okay, we got our plug in. We're gonna start it up just for a little bit, make sure it runs, and we'll call it good. Third kick. Good. So we're gonna loosen the clamps on the carrier for our axle, and we're gonna tighten the chain up just a hair so it's proper slack for what the manual says, and we're gonna mark it. And I'll come back a while later to see if it moved at all, or if there's another problem that we find along the way, then we'll take it from there. Oh, that was a little loose actually. I have our adjuster rolled back a bit to a decent tightness for the chain. It's a little tighter than I think I would want, so I might roll that back a little bit, but I don't want it to be too loose because when I do that, it seems like it pops off pretty easy. So I think I'll call that there good. So we're gonna tighten this down, get it off the stand, and push on the suspension to make sure it doesn't get too tight for if I hit jumps and stuff. Okay, I have that adjusted. We're gonna drop it down and test the suspension out. That was a little quick, but all right. Get him out of here. And have my cameraman push down on that or sit on it, and I'll check and see how tight it is. That's already kind of tight, so if you want to push on that, and I'll see if it gets any. All right, that gets pretty tight, so I'm gonna loosen that up a bit, and I'll mark it then. Okay, I got our carrier cleaned up and our swing arm. Take this paint marker, put a little little line on here, so after I go riding, I can see what it looks like and if it moved at all, and all that. What the heck, dude? So yeah, the paint marker just ran really bad, so kind of wiped that up a little bit. I think that's what it's gonna look like. So I'll give you guys an update after I ride this once or twice and see if it moved or whatever the case may be. We're in one of the other shops here with a 1994 YZ125 project, and the cylinder was sent out to somebody to get re-sleeved and put a piston to it and properly adjusted and all that. For that, so hopefully when that's back, we can do an engine build and at least get bottom end and top end together and worry about clutch and stuff later. Just see if it runs and whatnot. Out here on the square body project, I got new lights installed. I got our radiator installed and hoses and whatnot. Our wiring sorted. So the core support of this thing is really coming together. Once we can get these floors and body mounts done, we can worry about putting fenders and stuff on, so I can put the rest of this front end together. Well guys, I think that's gonna do it for this week. Just sort of a shop update video on what's wrong with my machines and what we got going on with parts for other bikes. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.